We are gathered here again at this our national heroes' acre to lay to rest one of the gallant sons of Zimbabwe, a freedom fighter, veteran of our armed liberation struggle, distinguished soldier, and a great patriot, the late Brigadier-General Charles Kaneta, whose Chimurenga name was Comrade Santana Tongai. He passed on last Saturday, 10th September 2022. This sudden passing on is a huge blow to our nation and the Zimbabwe Defense Forces. This adds to several losses of high-caliber wartime field commanders. Our dear departed comrade was a brave and courageous son of the soil, born from a generation of young people, mostly students, who chose to fight for our freedom and independence. He was part of those cadres who vowed to liberate Zimbabwe rather than live a life of servitude in their rightful birthright land under colonially exploitative and racist Rhodesian settler administration. On behalf of the partisan PF, our government, the people of Zimbabwe, and indeed on my own behalf and family, I once again express my heartfelt condolences to the bereaved Kaneta family, especially my Kaneta and children, on the sad loss of a husband, father, mentor, and a pillar of strength to lean on. May you find solace and comfort from the knowledge that the nation joins you in mourning the late Brigadier-General Charles Kaneta. Today, we accord him this befitting honor of laying him to rest alongside his fellow comrades. In the late Brigadier-General Kaneta, Zimbabwe has lost a liberation war icon and an exemplary general officer who served in the Zimbabwe Defense Forces with distinction, unflinching patriotism, exceptional loyalty and bravery. His strong willpower to fight for the liberation of our country and defend its sovereignty, democracy, territorial integrity, and national assets will remain etched in the history of our motherland, Zimbabwe, for posterity. His contribution to the armed liberation struggle stands out in our rich liberation history, especially his prowess as a military instructor, Excellency. In post-independent Zimbabwe, the late general remained focused and stayed fast in the face of sinister neo-imperial machinations by our country's detractors. May his soul rest in eternal peace. My dear fellow mourners, the late National Hero Brigadier-General Charles Kaneta was born on 2nd October 1958 under Chief Ngorima in Chimanimani District, Manicaland Province. He enrolled at Taviso Primary and the Biribiri Secondary Schools between 1965 and 1975. Like many of the youth in his generation, the late national hero experienced colonial injustices of the racist white tradition regime. This became more pronounced under Ian Douglas Smith's UDI, who were determined to prevent black majority rule as encapsulated in his infamous quote, and I quote, "Not in 1,000 years," end of quote. This colonial and imperial dehumanizing posture fueled the spirit of black political consciousness and nationalism at the time. As the War of Liberation gathered momentum, the late Brigadier-General Kaneta, together with fellow students, developed interest in the unfolding political events in the country. On 3rd August 1975, our dear departed General crossed into Mozambique. They walked through rugged and difficult terrain, passed through several base camps, including the coast of Itoki, Escudadeira, Machate, and finally arrived at Moyo training camp. This traditional selflessness, which was demonstrated by the youth of yesteryear, must serve as a source of inspiration for today's young people and students for their country, Zimbabwe. The youth and students are therefore challenged to avail themselves their skills and professional competencies for the collective national good of our country. Those in the past sacrificed their education to fight for the democracy, the freedom and independence we are enjoying this day. Now, the weighty responsibility to modernize, industrialize, and develop our country rests with the young generation of today. You as the youth must work harder in peace and unity to build the Zimbabwe you all want. Ndimwi vene venyika ino, ini avanikazi velizwe leli, nyika inovakwa nevene vayo. In March 1976, the late national hero received his initial military training at Mapinduzi under Monomtapa Company. He distinguished himself as an intelligent and disciplined young cadre who showed the zeal to be deployed to the front to play his part in the liberation of our motherland, Zimbabwe. Like many other liberation war fighters, Comrade Santana Tongai was innovative and always finding practical solutions to challenges that were encountered during the course of armed liberation struggle. Upon completion of the initial military training in October 1976, the late national hero, Brigadier-General Charles Kaneta, was selected to specialize in the 75mm recoilless rifle and became an outstanding instructor. Whilst at Mapinduzi, he was key in the training of several comrades in the 75mm recoilless rifle, together with the likes of Comrade Zickerson Luka. He served in that capacity until 1897, when he was selected to undergo further military training at Nanjing Military Academy in the then Peking in the People's Republic of China. Whilst at Peking, the late general received training at infantry battalion level, communication as well as engineering. He was later awarded a diploma by the Military and Political Cadets Academy of the Chinese People's Liberation Army, Nanjing Unity, upon completion of his training. My dear fellow monarchs, on returning to Mozambique at the end of 1977, the late Brigadier-General was redeployed at Takawira Base 2, where he joined the instructors' team. He was a tough, astute, and brilliant instructor who tutored many cadres, some of whom are senior members today of our partisan PF and the Zimbabwe Defense Forces. He was later deployed at Pungwe Base Camp, where he was selected as one of the gallant cadres to undertake a special operation that was to be conducted in Manica province. That is the famous Grand Reef attack of 1977. In the course of the battle, he sustained serious injuries and was evacuated back to Mozambique for medical attention. Sacrifices made by departed and living cadres in the mold of the late Brigadier-General Kaneta inspire and inform the political and socio-economic thrust of the Second Republic towards realizing a totally free and prosperous Zimbabwe. It is indeed the strategic basis and foundation upon which we, the people of Zimbabwe, must consistently safeguard, promote, and advance our national interests, guided by the philosophy Nyika Inovakwa Igotongwa Nevenevayo. Throughout the period leading up to 1978, the late Brigadier-General was involved in operations in Manica province as a detachment commander under the leadership of the late national hero, Comrade Tonderai Nyika, Major General Paradise-Mont. In the same year, he was redeployed to Tembwe Base 2 as an instructor under the leadership of Colonel retired T. Zinzi, who was a training officer and a member of the general staff. The late national hero, Brigadier-General Kaneta, was later redeployed back to Mozambique, where he was selected to undergo specialized military training in Syria. In March 1981, he was attested into the Zimbabwe National Army of Independent Zimbabwe. His star continued to shine brighter in the course of the illustrious service in the military. A patriotic, loyal, dedicated, and committed senior officer, he rose through the ranks and was appointed to several demanding leadership positions. At the time of his death, the late national hero, Brigadier-General Kaneta, was serving as Director General Logistics at the Zimbabwe Defense Forces Headquarters, Harare. During his eminent military career, the late Brigadier-General completed various staff development courses and programs. These include the intermediate staff course, as well as the command and staff course at the Zimbabwe Staff College, the battle group commanders course at All Arms Battle School, battalion commanders course, as well as the People's Republic of China. He was an avid reader. The late general officer was the holder of a Master of Science degree in International Affairs. He had an honors degree in political science and a diploma in business leadership. In honor of his contribution to the liberation of our country and our nation and to our independence, as well as distinguished service in the military, he was awarded several medals, and these include the Liberation Medal, the Independence Medal, the 10-year Service Medal, the Long and Exemplary Service Medal, the Mozambique Campaign Medal, the Democratic Republic of Congo Campaign Medal, and the Grand Officer of the Zimbabwe Order of Merit Award. The late national hero also served in the diplomatic service in East Africa as a defense attaché. During his posting, he eloquently articulated the position of Zimbabwe with regards to our unwavering commitment to peace and security on our African continent and in the world at large. My dear fellow mourners, as we pay our last respects to the late gallant son of the soil, Comrade Kaneta, we must never forget the sacrifices he and other heroes and heroines made for the freedom of our motherland, Zimbabwe. In their honor, my administration will continue to implement policies and programs and projects that guarantee a better and a more prosperous life for the people of this great country, Zimbabwe. Step by step, brick upon brick, and stone upon stone, we are progressively building our nation, Zimbabwe. In doing so, I call upon every citizen in both rural and urban areas to remain true to the values of patriotism and loyalty to our motherland, Zimbabwe. Hard, honest work, and seek to be always productive, no matter the sector you find yourself. We are masters of our own destiny. No one but ourselves will build Zimbabwe which we want. Fellow Zimbabweans, let us continue to expose and reject those groupings pursuing selfish, divisive, and neo-colonial interests at the expense of our national unity, our peace, our progress and prosperity. The rich cultural system and moral compass that saw cadres such as the late national hero, Brigadier-General Kaneta, join and wage the protracted armed struggle should inspire present and future generations in the present development epoch for a better Zimbabwe. Now is the time for everyone to demonstrate the unquestionable national character and patriotism, especially against global predators and their local proxies who are bent on stifling our modernization and development agenda. As the 2023 M.A.C. general elections beckon, let us remain united and peaceful as Zimbabweans. Across the political and socio-economic spectrum, we must never allow political contestations to to degenerate into violence and hate. I commend churches and all religious organizations for praying and interceding for our nation, as well as other national institutions that are advancing peace, harmony, and prosperity in our nation. Finally, as we lay to rest the national hero, Brigadier-General Charles Kaneta, here at this sacred national shrine, I say to him, go well, gallant soldier and veteran of our liberation struggle. Go well, son of the soil. Rest in eternal peace, our dear comrade Santana Tongai. As you join other cadres long departed, we promise to continue defending and developing our motherland. Your sacrifices and those of many other departed heroes and heroines were not and shall never be in vain. Rest in eternal peace, our hero. Rara murugare gambare magamba. Lala ngokutula kawe la makawe. God bless you all. God bless Zimbabwe. I thank you.